Here we are, walking into Oman in Muscat. This is the Ritz-Carlton there, the Al Bustan Palace. It used to be a palace for the royal family. Now it's a private hotel. Totally incredible. By the way, you might notice this is a voiceover. That's because I'm afraid that my Osmo, you can check out my Osmo review, has finally completely failed in the audio department. I can't figure out what is going on. I had an external mic and it just kind of stopped working. So you get to hear my dulcet tones in my voiceover. This is Oman, just kind of driving through. It's beautiful there. I have never seen anything quite like it. All these white buildings. This is the Grand Mosque, the second biggest mosque in the world. And we took a little tour of it. There's a Scarlet, wear their head scarves, of course. Ethan and I dressed the part, got on our full-on Muslim garb to be respectful of the situation. There's our awesome host. He was great. But look at this place inside. I mean, I walked in here and I was blown away. I almost forgot to take a photo. Almost. But then when I got in photo mode, it was full-on HDR panacea. Here I am walking around with Hasselblad. I threw on the 28mm prime for that one. There's my friend, my host. This is me trying to get a straight-up shot of the chandelier, which I finally got. It's such a hard position. There's Scarlet. They all had fun in there. Everyone had a great time in there. I'm pretty sure girls are not supposed to be dancing in the Grand Mosque. It's just, I apologize for that, Islam Nation. I have 1,000 apologies. That was a beautiful wall there that I took some photos of. It's outside, walking through the gardens. Tina's taking a bit of footage there. Here we are at the Grand Opera. This was a gift from the Sultan of Oman to the people. Really crazy inside, just gorgeous. It was really bright. This isn't really communicating how bright it was, but basically just while walking to the front gates, you had to squint. Here's the inside. I tried to get to the very center to take photos. I don't know if they came out that great, but I tried. Really cool opera house. Actually, all this stuff is movable, and the stage moves in and out, and all thousands of people. Here's some footage from inside the car. It's our driver. He's got some quotes from the Quran there, kind of like the Islam version of a plastic Jesus. That's Old Muscat. Here we are. This is a waddle. We're out on our way to the desert. We decided to go have a little desert adventure. There's a car or truck that's full of camels in the back. Camelback, I got to call it. Here we are, a couple of disaffected Utes hanging out by a waddle. Here we are crossing the waddle. I think that's how you say it. I might be saying that thing wrong. It was really muddy. We saw a camel on the side of the road, just keeping it real. And we were kind of worried that we'd seen people drive crazy on the sand dunes, and we thought, surely this guy is not a crazy sand dune. It turns out he is. He was extremely into doing all kinds of wild things. It was just me and the girls this day, me and Scarlett. You can probably hear him, well, you may not hear him screaming in the background because the audio didn't work. But yeah, it was major excitement. So we finally stopped kind of deep into the desert and started taking photos and running around. And had a great time. We spent about an hour out there. It's pretty cool, temperature-wise. It's only about 75 degrees.
Your turn, Isabella.
Yeah, it is the middle of winter here. It gets plenty hot in the other months. Yeah, they had a great time. They love the desert. And this is driving out of there, taking a shortcut straight down this big dune. This isn't really communicating how steep it was. Here's, we went to go visit some Bedouins. That was a nice little girl. We visited their little home. They all live here together, a man and his wife and mom and all their kids. We brought them a gift. It was a little box of pastries from the Ritz-Carlton. They gave us this giant box of like donuts and stuff. We couldn't possibly eat all of them. I'm like, let's give them to the Bedouins. Surely they like fine pastries. Doesn't everybody? Yeah, so we walked in here, and it was really nice to meet everybody. We probably spent half an hour in here kind of talking and taking pictures, and kind of showed them my iPad, gave them a little travel log of some cool places around the world, and all the kids crowded around it. There were about probably 7 or 8 kids. Everyone was really happy. They served us some dates and some very strong coffee, and kind of hung out and spoke the one universal language. I don't know if you guys have read The Alchemist. I really recommend that. There's this nice idea in there that there's only one language. Then we got back to rest and recharge, and this is the view from our balcony. I decided to swap out from the Osmo to use the Sony RX100 so that you could actually get a little bit of audio. And we went on a catamaran ride.
Here with Ali, my son Ethan. How's it going, Ethan? Ali is a man's man. He teaches swimming, yachting. He's an MMA fighter. He does everything. Here we go. Okay, what do you want me to see?
No. You have to walk outside and walk through the door.
Okay, whatever you say.
Okay, when you're knocking, open the door.
Okay, I will knock. The kids really want me to see something. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Okay. All right, this plan is working great so far.
Open up.
Scarlett, put on some clothes. I'm making a What? The Tooth Fairy?
This way. Could you go in there? Because Daddy's making a video.
The Tooth Fairy's been here.
No, you can't.
What? I know Isabella lost a tooth yesterday, but it looks like the Tooth Fairy has made... What?
Yes, amazing.
And presents.
What? And a present?
Presents. 2 presents.
Can
3 presents. No card.
Can I read this? Dear Isabella, please excuse all the mess on your bed. But since you've just lost your tooth,
You have to read
the
it.
Tooth Fairy
It's from Charlotte.
passed by. But no, she didn't come alone like she usually does. Can you believe that she brought all her fairy friends, and I just came into your room when they were in the middle of the fairy party? I wanted to make a photo, but unfortunately they don't like pictures. This is why they waited for you, and especially your dad, to leave the room. But I asked my friend to draw a picture out of my memories. You'll find me at reception if you have any questions. Congratulations to your tooth! Yours, Charlotte!
Wow.
And presents!
Charlotte.
And look.
Dad,
It's
Look at
I
that!
put my tooth back.
All right, and then we decided to use the Tooth Fairy money and go to the local souk and do some shopping. What a cool souk this was. I think it was the family's first time there, and it's overwhelming, all the sights and sounds and smells and everything. Obviously, I decided to go back to the Osmo because it's just so smooth. That RX100 is just, it's a great camera. I love it, but it's not as steady as this. I'm going to see if I get to the bottom of this audio problem. I contacted DJI, and they basically wrote back and said that I was doing it wrong. That, maybe you're not supposed to hit record so quickly after it boots up. Basically, I just gave them the same look that my wife just gave me. I was trying to talk my wife, the Dragon Lady, into buying some of these lights. I think they're awesome. I just kind of want them all over the place. She's like, well, we don't have anywhere to put them. I'm like, well, that's not the point. You just get them, and then we'll figure it out later. Yeah, there's like countless rows. We walk up and down, and we got some scarves, and we even got a frankincense burner. I didn't know frankincense was real. That guy has a cough. Yeah, man, that was fun there. This is Old Muscat. We'll end this with a bit of a sad story. At this point in the night, my Hasselblad broke. I got some very strange error that I can't figure out. And I sent it off to Hasselblad, and they can't figure it out late either. So we'll try to swap it out in Rome. Until then, I'm going to re-kit and get ready for the next country of Qatar. Here I come. What's the name of that city? Doha.